A woman seen in such a parade could lose her marriage, her livelihood, and any hope of public trust. In medieval France, adulteresses were forced to walk barefoot through the streets, wearing only a thin shift, carrying a torch, while church bells rang to announce their disgrace. In Qing dynasty China, public shaming for immoral women could include being caged and displayed at marketplaces, with a placard listing their crimes. These punishments relied on one of the most powerful tools of control in history, the community's collective memory. Scars fade, but reputations destroyed in public spectacle could last a lifetime. In imperial China, foot binding wasn't officially listed as a punishment in the law books, but for millions of women, it became a lifelong prison sentence. The practice began among elite families during the Song dynasty and spread through society over the centuries. Girls as young as 4 had their feet broken, the arches crushed, and toes folded under toward the sole. The bindings were tightened regularly, forcing the feet into an unnatural curve no longer than 10 centimeters, what was called the golden lotus. While often presented as a sign of beauty and high status, foot binding also functioned as a control mechanism. Bound feet limited mobility, making it nearly impossible for women to walk long distances, work independently, or escape unwanted marriages. In certain regions, foot binding was weaponized deliberately. Families could bind the feet of daughters as a form of punishment for disobedience, cutting off their ability to leave the household. Historical records from the Qing period describe women punished for infidelity by being rebound after marriage, even if they had already suffered through the process as children. The bones of adult feet were broken again, an agony described in one account as worse than the pain of childbirth, but without the hope of an ending. Foot binding wasn't a single moment of cruelty, it was decades of daily pain, infection, and disability. For some, it was a death sentence delivered in silk ribbons. Medieval Europe saw its share of devices designed for maximum discomfort, but the pear of anguish stands out for its cruel precision. This metal instrument, shaped roughly like a pear, had 4 segmented petals controlled by a screw mechanism. Inserted into the mouth, vagina, or rectum, the pear would expand as the screw turned, stretching the orifice far beyond natural limits. For women, the most common use was as punishment for accusations of adultery, witchcraft, or immorality. In some cases, it was used during interrogations to silence prisoners who screamed too loudly. 17th century French criminal inventory lists multiple versions of the pear, some with sharp edges on the petals, others smooth. The sharper variants could tear soft tissue, causing massive bleeding. The expanding mechanism meant the pear could be adjusted slowly,